from all the hard work and preparation for training camp and what's to come this off season so far. A lot of good things and some things in question. Let's go over that right now. What is going on, guys? Your boy Joey SHAKESQUAD coming to you guys with the video right now. So I want to go over just, I had Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown been working out, just putting in more work, It's just so freaking exciting just to see that where is this team going to go this year? And all, like I talked about, the preparation of this team. And Jalen Hurts has been working his tail off, okay? I'm not going into this training camp thinking that Hurts has done some work and done some things here and there. This guy has pretty much took advantage of the whole entire situation. Well, this guy could be a franchise quarterback for us. I don't know. The guy has my full support this year, but I think he's going to gravitate these teammates towards him, and they're going to want to play for him. He is going to lead this offense, and I think the Eagles have built fantastic around Jalen Hurts, and I think getting A.J. Brown was definitely this wasn't Howie just getting A.J. Brown and that was it. I mean, this trade happened because of Jalen Hurts. Okay, they've been working out. Their best friends have been working out every single offseason, which we didn't really know until this past year when they took a picture on the field before the draft and like, oh, they're working out together. That's great. Could they actually trade for A.J. Brown? We thought, maybe it couldn't happen, but I thought that was the big change of this offseason trading for A.J. Brown. Not only that you're going to have him for the last year of his rookie deal, but even on his new deal next year, he's only $8.3 million against the cap, which is very cheap. And then after that, it's very expensive, getting that $25 million a year as a wide receiver, because that's what you're paying for with these marquee name receivers now. I mean, that's the going rate for wide receivers. You look at this team going into the offseason, you look at them going into training camp, and then you get the preseason. As much as Jalen Hurts is going to have a lot of reps and a lot of work, as much as I can only take these scrimmages with a grain of salt and say that, they're not going to tackle him, they're going to have him make every single throw, they're going to let him throw every single time. So he's not going to get touched during these scrimmages, which, kind of sucks, but I understand with the injuries and stuff. But once these preseason games, which you only have 3 of them, I feel like they're not going to play Jalen Hurts at all. Like maybe a couple series in the first game. I think that's like really it. I don't think they're doing much else. I mean, if it was me, since you only have 3 preseason games, I think you have to at least start him for a couple series in the first game. Treat the second game like your dress rehearsal. Put him in for a half. Maybe close to 2 quarters. And then that third week, just sit him. Because then you still have a few more weeks. If guys have some little injuries, some nicked up injuries, or, little soft tissue injuries or something like that, these guys get healed up because, between certain players, I don't think that a lot of these veterans are going to play in preseason. I don't think like Fletch and Lane and, Kelsey and some of these other guys, like this is probably going to be one of the most exciting training camp / preseasons because there's so much depth at a lot of positions that we really want to find out what we have behind our starters. I think one is the cornerback position. 2 is what we have at linebacker. Nakobe Dean gets some playing time. Seeing what Kennedy Brooks can do in this running back core. Check out these other receivers that we have besides A.J. Brown, Quez Watkins, Zach Pascal, Devontae Smith. Maybe check out, guys like Josh Hammond, or check out, guys that obviously they're just filling out. You have 12 wide receivers, Britton Covey, Devon Allen. The list goes on. But, a lot of positions here, cornerback with, Mario Goodrich, Josh Jobe, Matt McCain, Kerry Vincent Jr., Deck McPherson. There's a lot of guys at a lot of position that you kind of want to look at and just see what, like I said, what you have behind these starters. And I hope there's some guys that rise up to the top. And just what I'm most excited to see is this offense and, what the plan is. We obviously, like, whatever we hear from the coaches, this training camp, they're not giving away anything, guys. So even if Jonathan Gann says we're doing the same thing we did last year, I can't believe it. They're not going to give away their plans, especially Detroit is looming for that first week. So, they don't want to say anything that's going to give away what they're doing. But, maybe the preseason will give away some things, but it's not going to give away everything they're doing. They're not going to unleash their whole playbook for the preseason. And then I think the last position I would have to say kind of want to see what we could do is quarterback. And I think Carson's strong, and can he build up, climb up in the pocket, and can not be an old school mentality quarterback sitting in the pocket too much. And between the neck injuries, the ACL, the knee injuries, I mean, he's had a lot of injuries, and I would like to see if I know he's got a good arm, and I'd like to see how he progresses. Kind of if we could turn him into some type of Nate Sudfeld or something that's high quality as a backup, it would be great, because Minshew's on the last year of his contract, and there could be some things whereby, the end of the trade deadline, or maybe before training camp, or before, the start of the season, a quarterback goes down, and, you can try to trade him if that's the case. You know what I mean? I want to see what we have at the offensive line as well with Cam Jurgens, our second-round pick, because he will play center and guard, so we'll see him at both positions during preseason in some of these scrimmages, and I want to see the footwork with some of these guys. So Isaac Samalo's coming back to see how he has gotten better this offseason. Andre Dillard looks really good. Looks like he got a lot stronger this offseason. So when it comes down to the work, performance, and ethic they've been putting in this offseason, especially with Jalen Hurts, I think most importantly, it's been off the charts. I mean, there's only so much that Jalen Hurts is going to be giving us, and if he exceeds beyond expectation and makes that big stride, takes that big step forward, it's going to be a good thing. And if he doesn't, or if he just plays okay and it's not good enough and he's still making the same repetitive mistakes, then it's going to be an issue. But for right now, we're not talking about next year. We're talking about going into this year. And I got to say, I love watching training camp. I love watching these scrimmages and watching preseason games. But I think this season, this training camp / preseason is going to be probably one of the most exciting ones, because of just how many guys we need to look at going into this season and see what's promising, not only for if someone can rise to the top now, but somebody for the future too. So you guys let me know what you guys are most excited for to watch, what position during training camp / scrimmages / preseason in general. Just let me know on the players that you're kind of looking at. Don't have to be starters, like guys you're excited about, whether it's undrafted free agents or just guys that the Eagles have signed that you want to see kind of work out. So you guys let me know, and I'll see you guys on the next one. SHAKESQUAD up, follow. So peace out, guys. Peace.